which have 6 years anniversary. Um, this is Ken, and this is actually the first video I'm actually talking about my own experiences on my own thoughts. Now, this week's topic is what is it? I can't say it. Actually, I have a copy. Um, how to move on from a previous relationship. So, this is a really controversial topic, and I just want to say as a forward that um everyone's kind of different, and this mine is, I'm actually sharing this based on my own experiences, and I'm just saying that I've been there, done that, so I know how you're feeling. I understand what you're going through. I'm not saying that I'm an expert because nobody's really an expert when it comes to loving relationship. I mean, um, even successful people and rich people or whoever have at least once dealt with complications when it comes to relationship and love. And love, everybody have been working hard at least once or twice, or probably how many times. But my real point is, everybody's opinion is actually important, and there's nothing wrong or nothing right about anybody's opinion. It just really depends on how you apply it in your life. So um, yeah, just basically, this is just my own opinion of how to move on from a previous relationship. It's basically my own opinion of how to move on from a previous relationship. I mean, this worked for me. I don't know about you, but I'm just sharing. The first on my list is never consider your past relationship as a failure. So it's at least one thing that you have to be learn from the previous relationship. Don't never ever think that the previous relationship with your ex was a failure, because if you do, there will be nothing at all that you're gonna be learning from it. There's always something that you have to learn, and something that you can't do again. So there's gonna be something that you have to change, whether it's gonna be your attitude, or there's not enough time, lacking in effort, looks, even looks. I'm not saying that you have to change your look for someone to love you better. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with how you look, but I mean, there's so many people out there that when they get past a relationship and they get depressed, they suddenly forget about how they look, and they start eating too much, and they don't care how they look like, even if they get too fat or what, they just forget about themselves. So that's wrong. I mean, you have to um consistently take care of yourself. You can't just forget how you look like, and most especially your health. You cannot never ever forget that. It doesn't necessarily mean that when you get out of a relationship, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to forget about yourself and you can't take care of yourself anymore. You don't have to be attractive anymore. That's wrong. You have to learn from your mistakes and admit there has to be something. There has to be a mistake that you did from that previous relationship, even if it was her fault or his fault. Even if he cheated or she cheated, there's definitely something that you have to learn, and you can never do that again. Next thing is never ever compare. I know a lot of guys who say that, even girls say that, but he's not as sweet as my ex. He's not as good looking as my ex. But some of that, just stop comparing, because everybody's kind of different. So you just gotta be open. Get a fresh outlook of the people you meet. Maybe that kind of person, that type of person, not really meant for you. So you just gotta be open. Set your mind open and just be more appreciated. Don't settle for that kind of guy or girl from a previous one. Third is make yourself available. Now this is the common mistake that most people who just get out of a relationship who are depressed, this is the common mistake that they ever commit, including me when I was depressed and got out of a relationship before. This is the common mistake that I've been regretting. Make yourself available. Don't imprison yourself from others. Try to be busy, but not too much. Not in the sense that you get to imprison yourself from others. You get to separate from others. You get to separate yourself from the social world. You gotta don't do that. Don't be bitter. Go out. Go out and have fun. Meet people. You have friends. I mean, you gotta have at least one friend that will help you move on. I mean, not that that friend will have a romantic relationship with you, but I mean, that friend will help you move on, be happy, just go out. Try to be busy. Yeah, some people say that you have to make yourself occupied. Some people is gonna be saying that you have to keep yourself occupied. Yes, but not too much. I mean, because when the day ends before you sleep, or just gotta take a break from something you do, you'll end up thinking about it, and you're not going to like it. You'll end up just being depressed. So just make yourself available, a little bit available. Try to have take your time. Don't worry if your ex finds someone before you do. I mean, there are a lot of people say that what if he finds another girl and I'm still not ready to move on, and that kind of hurts. I know that hurts, but you just have to take your time. You don't have to hurry things, and you don't have to find someone immediately to replace someone. It takes time. You can't just replace someone from in your heart, and love takes time to develop. It doesn't happen in a blink of an eye or a snap of a finger. It doesn't happen that way. Because if you do, you're going to regret it, and you'll end up being bitter again and ending up in a relationship and not working out. So, and the last one, and probably the most important of all, if you really want to move on from a previous relationship, is that you have to be willing. You can't just say that you want to move on from your previous relationship, but again you're wishing that somehow you get back again together one day. You can't do that. You have to accept the fact that things are over between the two of you. If you want to move on, take it seriously. Reflect and think about if you really want to move on. Do you really want to move on? Are you ready to take things further and forget this person? And if your answer is yes, after thinking about it for a while, then take it seriously. You have to be really motivated about it. So this is just 5 things that I made out for you to remember and keep in mind. So it's just actually my opinion, and this is what I did and wish that I did when I was broken. So I'm not really one to make advices and all that stuff because I'm not an expert, as I've said. So this is just basically my opinion, and most especially if you want someone to talk to and you're feeling down, don't talk to your ex. I mean, you're trying to move on. Don't contact him anymore. Don't contact her. I'm not saying that you have to be bitter, but you're not yet ready to communicate with this person because you're trying to forget him or her. So just try to stay away from him or her for a while, and when things start being much better and you're feeling that you're kind of ready to face him again or her, you can talk to that person again, but not now. Not now. You're not ready for that. You want to forget about that person, and talking to him or her will not help you in any way. I know that some people say that you can't just date anyone, can't meet anyone. I know the 3 months rule. If you're aware of that, that you have to wait 3 months before entering a new relationship. But then again, you just gotta keep trying. It's like kind of a mathematical trial and error. I'm not good in math, but it's just how I perceive it. If you have anything to ask, or there's something that you disapprove of that I've mentioned in this video, so just put a comment below or hit me a message or whatever. I mean, hope I helped somehow.